Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Monkey Island Madness for today. Some of the ladies wanted me to do some Zentangle patterns for a friend. So I'm just going to sit here for the rest of the time that I'm on. I don't know who streams later on today, but I am talking to live people in a live chat room. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing this for a little while. All right, May, thanks for coming. Um, so yeah, it ought to be just walk in the park. Did this come out of that book over there? I think it did. You don't know anything about tangles. Well, then you need to pay attention, Eileen. Pay attention. Nope. All right. I'll do island flower first. And I like to have a piece of paper under. I don't know why. I just like the cushion. So that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. All right, and I just cut a couple of new templates. The washi on the edge is not a good idea, but it makes them pretty. All right, and I'm just going to use Hybrid Technica 0.03 nib pen to draw some Zentangles today, the step outs. You can draw the box. Well, you can draw the box if you have one of these. All right, and this is the one I'm going to start with. Island flower. I'll bring the camera down a little bit again so you can watch as I draw. Boy, it got quiet in here, huh? Okay. Island flowers, simple stuff. You can watch this as I draw it. No big deal. Just draw random circles. You can color in the centers. You don't have to. Whatever you want. Circles don't necessarily have to be the same size. Okay, and I am drawing this step out for her. I'm not just drawing the actual design itself. I'm making her this step out card. And if I didn't say it on the recording because I'd been talking to the ladies in chat earlier, this is for a friend who wants to learn to Zentangle. I'm going to send her a few patterns already stepped out just to give her a place to start, right? So I'm actually drawing the step out, not just the design. And I suppose for her, on mine I didn't do it, but I suppose for her I could add the second step in like a different color. I'll take a poll of the audience. Do you think I should do that for her? You're getting a light box and you can trace them. Yay, you. Because on the website, they actually show the subsequent step in a different color. I don't think I'm going to do that. I didn't do it on mine. So you can see what the next step is, right? Oh, well. I asked, it will help? Okay. All right. I'll do it in black and then I'll go over it in red, okay? All right. CB said yes, it'll help. So now I'm just going to use a Uniball gel grip red pen. Robert loves these pens. He steals them from me all the time. I suppose I could go over it in a highlighter too. How's that? You guys can't see it. I'll hold it up here in a minute. And if you guys don't like this, I'll just start over, but it's fine. Can you see the different red? All right. That's it. Throwing that one away. I'll start over. These women are so hard to get along with, you guys. I'm kidding. If you ever come to a live stream, you won't find funnier, nicer people on earth. So come to a live stream. Mondays, 1 o'clock, Monkey Island Madness. Or Dee Dee Willingham is Monday mornings, Monday and Wednesday, Coffee and Art in the morning. There's a bunch of streamers you can go watch. One thing I will say for them for sure, they're a bossy bunch of women. Bossy, bossy, bossy. And there's a couple I could actually say their names. Regular viewers probably know who they are. That one looks almost like a messed up 5 dice, right? I suppose if I was going to do that, I should have done the first one in red. This may or may not get put up on YouTube. Black, then blue, then red, then green. Oh my God. Yes, I'm recording, Mindy. But after putting up with these crazy women, I may decide not to put it up there. Bossy, bossy. Each edition is just going to be in red. Okay? There, now can you see it better? The first was in just black, and then I added the red. Okay? Bailey is under the art table. My circle over here was pretty pitiful. I will say that. All right, now I'm going to the third step here. So all the prior steps will be in black, and just the thing that I'm adding will be in red, right? I had to screw this up about 150 times doing it that way, because now I got to stop myself and think. All right, going to the red now. Okay, here's a tribute to the people in chat. We call them fibs. Karen says, I think since I found you guys about a year ago, I've laughed more than I've laughed in the last 10 years. And I would have to say that probably is true of all of us, Karen. There's some funny things that happen in chat. No doubt about it. Okay, how's that? Now you can actually see the red. All right. Not ready for the red. I left out the middle bit. I did what? Oh, I just reduced it to 4 so that the box wouldn't be so full. I did that on purpose. Hey, Robin. Geez, Robin, I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Yeah, this has been really helpful for me, Robin, to have the step outs on cards. Some of them I look at and I think, oh, I can remember how to do that until it comes time to draw it. And it's like, how the heck did I do that? So, yeah. And then they're easier to organize if they're on cards. And the reason I chose 2.5 by 3.5 is baseball card sleeves are readily available. You can get them anywhere. So it's good to see you, Robin. All right, there's the actual design itself. And then they connect it with the red. So I'll just draw the connecting stems, I guess, is what you would call them. I like them just as well without the stems, though, too. All right. I'm not going to connect these two down here. I'll just connect, you know, like they're going off the page. And then draw a few leaves. All right, there's the first one done. Brax is another floral. Okay, thanks, CB. I can look that one up. All right, I'll write it down. Because I was going to do Dragonair because I think the cool thing about that is it's kind of like this one. It looks so much harder than it really is to draw. Here's Dragonair outside if you want, you know, because doesn't that look like it's peeling away? And then you can also do it going in where it looks like it's curling in more like a cocoon. So I love Dragonair because it's so darn simple. And you guys will see. I think on this one I'm going to do on the inside. But then even just the border one is awesome looking. So, and I know this camera is going in, out, in, out. It's trying to figure out what it's focusing on, and I'm sorry about that. All right, do I want to do... I think I'm going to do the inside. I guess I could do a double-sided again. Why not, right? It's only time. Time. See how quick it is to make the cards if you have one of the little templates? All right. All right, I'll start with the red this time. Okay, start with just those two simple lines. I hope somebody's drawn along with me because this one's awesome. Okay, next one. Draw the two curved lines. And I don't know why, but it's easier for me to draw a line toward me than away from me. So that's why I move my paper. Okay, add the little hook things. Do all Zentangles take 6 additions? No. There's a lot of them that require 6, so I have a 6 one too, Eileen. 4 is the most common though. Most of them take about 4 step outs before you can kind of see what the deal is. So I could have just done a 6 and only used 4 of the 6, right? You don't necessarily need 2 of these, but you know me. I'm just anal enough that I have to have 2. Because there's something wrong with me. And we all know it. And talk about it openly. And it's okay. Okay. Next step. I went ahead and drew that. The next step is to add the lines across the top. So I got to do that in red. I almost goofed up there. All right, start at the top of one, bottom of the one next to it. Okay. So simple. All right. And this doesn't have to be just straight lines or these curved lines either. I mean, you could do this in a curvy line or anything. It just works the same. When you connect the two like comma lines, just go from the top of one to the bottom of the other, and it can go in any shape. Oh, wait. That had to be in black. Okay, I have to go over that. Sorry, I goofed up. You and your colors, you goofballs. Where's the 5? All right, now to cover that, I'm going to get the, yeah, here's the bigger nib pen. Because I want to cover that. Now you won't be able to see it. All right, and I guess if you want, just as an extra, I mean, that design is okay there just like it is, but I'll go ahead and add the second line like I have on this one. But that design actually is fine just the way it is. And then some dots along the bottom for some shading. Is anybody drawing along? Or do you guys already know all this and you're just going, God, why are you wasting our time? See, I like my card better where it's all in the black, but what the heck. You think I should draw her this one too? But I don't want to do the step outs for that. Never mind. We'll start her easy. I told her when she was talking about it, start easy. So we're going to start her out easy. All right. The next one that CB suggested was Brax, B-R-A-X. So let's look and see if I have it. I can't see that far down, so I've got to lift it up. Your color in a card for Z. Yay, CB. I need to do something for Z. I hope she's doing well. I really do. There's blocks. BRAX. I don't have BRAX. I'm sorry. Let me see. Maybe it was one that I didn't think I needed. I don't have it. Doggone it. I'm going to have to look that one up too. All right, give me another one. This one I think is just cute, and you can use it so many ways. I'm going to do this one for sure. You're drawing along? Okay, good, Dorothy. I'm not drawing. You're working on your planner. Yay, Karen. Z's surgery was yesterday. I like this one. BTL Jews. And I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced, so don't be getting your panties all in a wad. Let me look and see if I can look up Brax on my Kindle real quick. The other day I couldn't get the right page to come up. I don't know why. Sometimes this crazy thing, I don't get it. There, it comes up just perfectly this time. What the hell? Go figure. So yeah, I hope Z's doing good. Looking. Oh, I guess I could put this out. This is what the website looks like. tanglepatterns.com. It gives you a whole listing of them, and then it'll give you a link to go to wherever the step outs are. Sometimes they're on people's see here where it says how to draw Brax. I'm going to follow that link, and it may take me to somebody else's blog. Who knows where you'll end up, but here it is. It's still on Tangle Patterns. All right, looks like I'm going to have to take a secondary link. All right, this looks like this woman's website. alittlelime.blogspot.com. All right, and so there's this step out. And this is really simple. We can do this, right? All right, it's a grid pattern. It starts out with a grid pattern, and it has 4 step outs. So we'll take the little 4 template. Okay, now if it was my book, because I'm anal and a little cuckoo crazy, I would get out a ruler and make a grid, you know, but I'm just going to go ahead and draw the lines for her. Because I don't know if she's as crazy and goofy as I am, if she'd get out a ruler or not, so that's just me. Excuse me. There you go, Eileen. Put in a link for you. All right, so my square is not as big as theirs, so I'm going to do like, I wanted to really be able to see it, so I think I'm just going to do like 3 lines down, or 2 lines, 3 spaces. And I could have moved that one over a little bit. It's fine. The grid I'm just going to go ahead and do in black. And then add the extras onto it. Because I would do this in pencil on an actual page and then erase the grid. But I trust that she's smart enough to figure that out, right? Oh, and another thing I haven't done on those 2 that I just finished, and this is the thing I think I love most about Tangles, is the shading. So I'm going to go back and do the shading, okay? So on this first one, in this first box, all you have to do is put an X over where the lines intersect. How easy is that? Okay? Anybody can do that. Okay? On the next one, I need to make myself this card, CB, since I don't have it in mine. All right, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. All right, it's the same movement, really, where you're adding the petals, right, one at a time. And now I'm doing like a little step out inside a step out, where I'm adding one more petal to each X. Simple stuff, man, but very pretty. Okay, so now we got that. And it's sometimes it's hard in this little tiny square, you know, like all mine are touching now. Okay, and she just did a whole bunch of them, so yeah, not much to add now. I wish I hadn't done that box now. All right, this one will be mine. I'm going to go ahead and do another one so she can see the design with, yeah, if you do a dot grid, you can change up the centers for sure. Since I have to make one for my book anyway. I'm actually going to do the grid in pencil this time. And then I can erase it if I want. And my spacing is so goofy, so goofy, so goofy. That's all right. All right, so we start out with the red X in each of the intersections, right? Here we go. Those are pretty little flowers. You can download the grid on the site. Okay. Next, draw verve. Okay. We can do that. It's probably, is it a real simple one, Eileen? Because remember, I'm trying to keep this pretty simple for Jennifer. I know Eileen. She'll go out and pick the most complicated one and then say, why couldn't you do that right? But if I've got the step outs, there's probably not much I couldn't do. Right? Right. All right, here we go. Got quiet again. And actually, you could do this totally random and not have the grid behind it at all. You know, just draw yourself an intersecting line and use that. That's simple stuff, huh? And I'm going to go ahead and erase the, the grid behind it. Excuse me. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I didn't get out my shading pencil because I didn't know I was going to be doing this, so I'm just going to use the graph gear. Right in the center. That one needs to go in the garbage. Thought I had a halfway, there's a halfway decent one. So there. With a grid, without a grid, whatever. That one, this is one will go to Jennifer. This one will stay in my book. All right, where did I put, there's Jennifer's right there. All right, this is my book. All right, drug addict, pay attention. Okay. I'll go look up verve, since I mean, what's that? Oh, okay, yeah, I like that one too. That's pretty fun. And it's simple, simple, simple. Here's verve. Simple stuff, right? But very cool looking. And it's 4 step outs. I got a pile of junk here, man. I gotta dig down. Oh, bye, Robin. I know you're gone by now, but it sure was good to see you. All right. Let's see here if I have my little circle template. I don't think I do. This will be fine. It's kind of a big circle. All right, I'll just freehand a circle. Oh, start with red. Idiot, you can't do that. Alright, so the first one is draw the circle and a curly line out from that side and a curly line out from this side. And that's makes your design from then on. Now where's the 5? Because I've got to color that red or cover it. Okay, now use the red. I made the templates. These little templates like this. I made them. I just cut them. I just got a one of those cutting mats at the Dollar Tree and just cut them. They're inch squares. The overall size of the little stencil is 2.5 by 3.5, and then I just measured out the squares, the little templates. And this one I cut myself. It's actually it's a duplicate of another one that I have. I just traced it and then cut it out, so I didn't have to go in search of mine. But you can buy these little templates anywhere. Yeah, this little circle one, I just cut that. And this is actually out of one of those report cover things. I just cut it from one that I had from before. Used a, for the circles, I used a hole punch. I am a maniac with an X-Acto knife, I know. Somebody should take the X-Acto knife away from me. We would eat better. The house would be cleaner. The world would be a better place if I did not own an X-Acto knife. This is very true, right? All right. Another thing, and I think you can get these at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, go into the engineering department, and they have these little metal ones. They're called eraser shields, and they all have circles on them. This is so if you needed to erase, just a line somewhere, it gives you lots of shapes so you can go in and erase. This is for architects and engineers. And they come with different designs on them. But if you want to use them with your pens or something, just put a layer of masking tape on the back, and it lifts it up just enough off the paper that your ink won't go underneath and bleed. And so you can actually use these as not only an eraser guide, but a stencil or a template, whatever. So there's my free tip of the day. For real. Take my X-Acto away from me. This one I got a little curvy, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. I goofed up, and I don't like this pen is what it is. It's got too wide a thing. Oh well, we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. And you can, like in the engineering department at like art stores is one of my favorite departments. They have so many aids there, you guys, for engineers and architects. Yeah, like, oh, they have the coolest stuff there. So definitely go hang out there. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I almost want to do this all black, but I'm going to go ahead and draw the circles in there as the final thing. Now I'll finish the drawing. I've cut a lot of stencils and stuff, you guys. Don't be afraid to come up with your own designs. Use one of my absolute favorite stencils that I've ever cut. I just took a broad tip um, magic marker and drew a grid pattern, and then cut out between the lines and just left the lines of the grid, and then cut the openings. That's probably one of my very favorite stencils, and it's so random and it's so not perfect, and I love it. But you can draw bricks, any kind of circles. Um, yeah, I cut my own all the time. Random sized boxes, that's another really easy and good one. Really useful. And I just goofed up, but oh well. The line touched. Not a true aura, but oh well. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Karen, I hope you love your beast. I sure love my beast. Oh, she would shut your craft room down. They wouldn't, Kimberly. That's funny. Oh, Kat, yeah, maybe you should take your X-Acto away from yourself. She's been to the ER 3 separate times from cutting food. Oh, yeah, you probably should take your X-Acto knife away from yourself. Yeah, just saying. All right, I'm gonna do this BTL lose because this one, I just think it's fun. It's just so much fun. It's so not hard and it builds up confidence. So, um, I'm going to go back. Don't let me forget, you guys. At the end, when I'm done, I'm going to go back and do shading on all of them because I haven't been doing the shading. You already love it? Yeah, I know. The crinkle pages. What is about those crinkle pages? Oh, it just, I don't know. It just makes me happy even thinking about those crinkly pages. I try not to use a ton of water-soluble products in it, though, because I use mine, excuse me, usually for 2 years. So every crinkly page makes it just a little bit thicker, you know? Um, so yeah, I try not to get too carried away with it. But yeah, those crinkly pages, oh, they're nice. Another thing I try not to do, but I've kind of quit worrying about it, is using a lot of stickers or glue-in stuff in it, because that, again, makes it just thicker and thicker. All right, BTL juice. Juice. BTL juice? I don't know. All right, we're done with the Kindle. I can shut it off and put it away over here. I keep my Kindle nearby all the time. I'm on that Kindle constantly. All right, so the first one, do with color. So did anybody answer me earlier when I asked if somebody else was streaming? Do I need to be off at a certain time? Because what's today, Wednesday? Um, I think Jean streams on Thursday, right? Now this one I will use a little bit bigger pen. Um, to color in the black. Because normally, well, let's see, Z would normally be streaming on a Wednesday night. I do have to stop in time to get Ratatouille something to eat, however. He'll be home. Today's shouldn't be a real long day, because all he has to do is the arsenic. He's just finishing his arsenic right now. So he'll be home in an hour about. Hour and 30 minutes. Those people up in the treatment center. Robert is such a crazy, unique, funny guy, you guys. I can't even begin to describe how goofball he is. Okay, no one's streaming later. But when he's hooked up to the IV, if he has to get up and go to the restroom, for example, or go over to get a snack or get something to drink or something, he has to carry that. He has to unplug it and carry that pole along with him, right? Well, the other day he got one that the wheels didn't really work that well, and he had to go to the bathroom. He told me later. He said, I had to go to the bathroom and I couldn't dawdle. And he picked up the pump and carried it with him like it didn't have wheels or that it wasn't connected to the ground. And those girls up there, they think he is the funniest thing in the whole world. But he decided he likes that. He doesn't like to have to go slow. So now everywhere he goes, he carries the dang pump. And the women are laughing at him like he's lost his flippin' mind. One day he forgot to get his EKG. I may have told you this because they all laugh and think this is the funniest dang thing in the whole world. And you have to remember, most of the people there are very sick. You know, they're probably lucky to get in the front door. And here's Robert, Mr. Energizer Bunny Boy. But when he got there, he forgot to go get his EKG, and I felt like it was my fault because I forgot to tell him to do it, right? And he wouldn't think for himself, I'm sure. But anyway, when he got there, they said, well, we can't do your treatment until you go get your EKG, so you need to go back over to the Heart Institute, right? Well, most people, especially, you know, people who are receiving that kind of treatment, right, would walk out to the parking lot, jump in their car, and drive over because it's about, I don't know, at least a quarter mile, maybe a little bit more. I would bet more than a quarter mile over there. All in the same complex, but different buildings, right? Not Robert. Boy, what does he do? He walks out of the building, and next thing you know, he's running. He's running over to the Heart Institute. Oh, that's funny, Kimberly. Yeah. And so apparently, another one of the patients saw him out there running over to the Heart Institute and mentioned it to the nurse that goofball is out there running. And it was hot here, you know. It's like, that is not like the smartest thing you could do. Is on a 100-degree day run over to the Heart Institute. They still talk about it. Like, are you the guy that ran over there? Like, everybody was talking about it. And he's like, yeah, well, what's the big deal? Like, wouldn't everybody do that? I think that's why he's doing so well. You know, like, he doesn't appreciate that a lot of people would not feel good enough to run a quarter of a mile over. And probably his EKG that day was totally useless because he had run over there, right? He's an idiot. But he makes me laugh, so what the hell? He does make me laugh. Unconventional is what he is. It is all about attitude for sure. He's a funny guy. So I don't know. I might go with him tomorrow. I don't really need to go shopping or anything. I was thinking I'd glom onto a coupon and head over to Michael's and see if my Michael's has those pens that Dee Dee got. And then I thought, what the heck? You don't need those pens. You've got like pens coming out your ears. What are you thinking? But yeah, when I saw them, I was just like, oh, those are the nicest colors. I could address envelopes with those. You know, like I start justifying immediately why I can't live without them, right? Evil enablers. That's what I'm going to start calling all of you. You're all a bunch of evil enablers. I don't know why I like this design so much. Probably black and white checkers. I love black and white checkered anything. But the best part is what comes now, is all the little embellishments you do. The curly cues. And the dots. This one actually looks pretty cool with the two colors. This would look cool in a design with the two colors. The embellishments added as a second color. But I love black and white. All right, CB's in chat saying something. I got to take a break here. And my acorns have started falling, and it sounds like I'm in a war, like there's shrapnel hitting the house. Your Michaels didn't have them? Okay. Isn't it sad that I already know that? They have them at Jet Pens. Well, thank you, Kat. We like to help each other. Yeah. Is that what you call it now, CB? Y'all are helping me? Helping me end up in a grocery cart with Eileen going to the poorhouse. So there you go. There's BTL juice. I like that design. It's just cute. All right, give me another name or I'm going to turn this camera off. I'm joking. I am, well, I have been on for 3 hours, so over 3 now. And I want to get some stuff done so I can, I should give her like one of the basket weaves, basket weave patterns, huh? What's that one called that I did the other day? It's so easy and it's such a good pattern. I think it actually is in B. Barber pole is another cool one. But that's a lot like, oh, this one's cool too. We'll do this one. take that card out and not put it back? Ugh. Huh, I know it was in here the other day, and there is a space missing. Betweed was the one the other day. But think how pretty and colorful your grocery cart would be. Isn't that true? Happily eating a plate of cholesterol. This is the one that I was looking for the other day, Betweed, where you draw the lines. That one I absolutely love. And doesn't that look complex? And it's so easy. We'll do that one because it looks complex, but it's not. Yeah, my basket weave card is gone. Totally gone. Ugh. And this place is clean, so where could it go? Huh? I wonder if me and my mess. This one I like too, CB, talking about flower patterns. I love Buttercup. It's a pretty one. So I'll leave that one out. Because those are, I think they're ones that beginners could do very easily. Basket weave. I like this one too. Camellia, I think is what it's called. See how the finished design looks so complex, right? But look at how easy the actual design is. It's so easy to draw. Eileen took it. I think so too, CB. Eileen took it. I like this seascape too, but that's way too complex for a beginner. Well, I know basket weave, so I can just do it. This one actually is, well, I'm picking a lot of grid ones. Because the grids make them easy to draw. Oops. Sorry. Wacko on the camera. Alright, I'm going to do basket weave. I don't even know if that's the actual name of it, but that's what I'm going to call it. Because it's so darn simple. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Excuse me. Bless me. Oh. Alright. I'll use this. And a pencil, because you don't actually draw the... And if it doesn't come out even, oh well. Stuff happens. What's a girl gonna do? And I think I'm going to show two variations of this, because you can do it with a curved line and you can do it with a straight line, and either way it looks awesome. Thank you. Well, they probably wouldn't have those pens at my Michael's either, would be my guess. Because it's, I think, compared to Michael's, most Michael's, it's pretty small. Mine is. But honestly, the worst one I think I've ever been at, and it made me remember what Michael's used to be like before they redesigned all the stores. I went to one in Oklahoma City that has not been remodeled, and it was in a real old part of town. It was close to the hospital is why I ended up going there, but anyway, I had forgotten what the old Michaels were like. Oh my gosh, they didn't have hardly anything in that one. They had a lot of like the silk flowers and but not very much of the mixed media stuff at all. And I thought, how can Michael's just overlook this store, you know? But it was teeny weeny, and that's probably why they haven't redone it. Is they need a new location, really, and it could be a location that makes a lot of money. All right, so I start with this. All right. And you guys saw me draw this the other day. There's the first step of basket weave. I haven't decided how many cards I'm going to make for her. The sheep protectors, or the baseball card sleeves, have 9 openings in them. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do 9 and fill out just the one side, or if I should do 18 and do the front and back, you know? We'll see how much time I end up with, really. If I go tomorrow, because I want to get those ATCs in the mail. I really do. Oh my gosh, Karen, you could draw all of these. Don't kid yourself. You could draw any or all of them. I promise you. And that's that. It doesn't get any simpler than that. But I'm going to go ahead and draw it out one more time, curved, and then one more time straight as a variation, right? And my squares aren't even really squares, but you won't notice it when you're all done. And draw the lines as close together, as far apart as you want to. The step outs make, yeah, I think so too, CB. When you see the step out, it's like, oh, shoot, I could do that. That's simple. And then there's a few that it's like, oh my gosh, the step outs. Who came up with this crazy idea. Ain't nobody gonna do that. And there's a lot of designs on the website. I just have no interest in even drawing. And some of them I just like to draw to see if I can. But would I use them in my beast or in a tangle? Probably not. And this one doesn't look that great until you add the shading. That's for absolutely certain. See, when that one's like that, that doesn't look that great. But wait till I add the shading and you'll go, holy cow. Okay, simple stuff, eh? Your basket weave was drinking. Oh, with the curved lines? Yeah. I almost wish I'd gotten my other pencil out, but I'm just going to use this one. And where your lines curve down, just put your shadow there. And it'll look like that's going away from you, right? In my head, I'm hearing Dee Dee going, wait for it, wait for it. Because the shading does really change the way these look. Yeah, this one's really nice to fill up a big area with. Because it's fast, and but when you get it shaded, it just looks so awesome. See how different it looks when you after you add the shading? It's like a whole different design, right? It's like, what the heck? How did that? And here again, I have the lines for the shading, but wait till I move the graphite around. It's like, holy cow, this is going to look so different. And on these, if you want to make it look even more, and I'm not going to do it because this is the card I'm going to send, draw down there with a line of white ink, and it'll look like light's reflecting off it, and it'll make even the shading look deeper. Cool little tip there for you. All right, these are the ones that I took out. I'm going to do Betweed next because this one is so uber fun, right? And it looks so hard, but it's so easy. And I love it. I love it. This is the one the other day that I was trying to think of, and I wanted to draw it, but I couldn't remember how I started it. All right. Actually, you can do it with any shape, but the way I did it for the card was I just drew a string tangle. And I think I'm just going to do a square box for her. Just a box inside the box, right? So she can kind of get a feel. But you can actually fill in any shape with this. Oops, start with red. Okay, there's the first line. And I think I'm going to, rather than like on mine, I just went ahead and did multiples. I think on hers, I'm not going to. I think I'm going to do it really step by step. Oops, this one can be black. Only I want the 3, so I can completely cover the red that I boo-booed. Hi, Grammy. Coming in right at the end, Grammy. I'll just go ahead and use the 0-1 now. Oops. I'm just doing some Zentangle Step Out cards to send to Jennifer McCracken. Now, you know what? It just dawned on me. I don't think she watches my recordings. But I was going to say, now I can't post this video. Oh, well. If she finds out, she finds out. I was just going to try and keep it a secret, but oh, well. And I went ahead and did the next step for her after that so she can kind of see how it's going to start going together, because I want to do the flip it upside down and do the next one for her. So I did that a little different that time, but on purpose. This one freaks me out because it's just so darn simple, and it just doesn't look simple, you know? It looks like, holy cow, how do you do that? Because then to get the whole design, and this is what I want to be able to show her in this last step, is that if you turn the work upside down, yeah, then you can go at it from the other way, correct? Correct. I'm just trying to think, do I want to, yeah, I got to do it in red. Got to do it in red, got to do it in red. Yeah. Looks really complicated, but it's not. Know what I mean? So there you go. Betweed is done. All right, and then buttercup is another one. It's really, really simple. I could do buttercup or bales. I'll just do buttercup real quick. Because she liked the flowers. And it's kind of the same movement on all of them. If they're not exactly square, it's not the end of the world, you know? All right, there. That's good enough. Start with red. I hope so, Grammy. I do, I do. I hope so. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. I'm thinking. Yeah, I am. Because that kind of shows you how to complete a whole one. And then this next one should show her. How to go ahead and finish it off. Sorry I got quiet, you guys. Sometimes I just get in my head and I forget. Can't talk. Artie. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. I could pull you down a little bit closer, I guess. That was a nice note. Random, do you ever get used to not having your adult children live with you? Hell yes. Yeah, baby. Um, yeah, I don't miss them at all. Hate to say that, but no, I don't miss them at all. I guess the way I look at that is I'm happy that they can be out in the world taking care of themselves and I don't have to do it. You know, like that tells me I raised them right. That's yeah, that's how I feel. No, I don't miss them. I think the thing is you just stay in touch or um but yeah, as far as them walking in and making a mess and all that, nope, don't miss it a bit. Not even a little bit. Your first one just moved. Oh, Karen, when you figure out one that they're okay, I think that's the thing is, you know, when they first leave, you're so worried that they're going to go out and make stupid decisions and You know, are they going to be safe, and are they going to eat, and are their sheets clean, and who cares? You know, like that's part of the whole deal. If you raised them right, then you can say, well, I'm proud of me that they know enough to take care of themselves. And then you start really valuing your time. Like, geez, I have time to sit here and doodle, where when the kids were at home, I couldn't have sat down and doodle for an hour if my life depended on it. I mean, there was just always so much to do that, yeah, like doing something that I enjoyed, yeah, that was probably not going to happen. So, yeah, you do get used to it. You really do. For real. I'm making this much easier for myself. If I had drawn those lines in ink to begin with, I wouldn't be having to do it now. But yeah, you'll get through it, Karen. You will. And you'll learn to really enjoy your time. But I think as much as anything, it's being proud of yourself that, holy cow, they can do the things that they need to do. You know, they're not a bunch of idiots. And they make good choices. That's another thing, is you gotta trust that your kids are gonna make good choices. And fortunately, mine did. A lot of kids don't. But then again, I don't know that that can be any reflection on you completely, um, because kids are going to try things. You know, my kids just happened to try them while they still lived at home, and I could still chew them out or ground them or do whatever needed to be done, so that by the time they got out on their own, they knew better. But no, empty nest didn't bother me a bit. But then, too, that was when the kids were in college, and they only lived like 7, 8 miles away from us. We lived in Boulder, and they went to school at CU. So, is that UPS guy? I don't have anything out for delivery. It is UPS guy. Hang on. It's nothing fun. He's still cute, but yeah, it's not anything fun. I think it's one of my shirts. You know he's okay. You just miss him. Yeah, you'll get over that. You will. And pretty soon you're just gonna feel proud. You know that, oh my gosh, he can be out there doing whatever he's gonna be doing. Yep, it's one of my UV protection shirts. Oh, you guys, if you've never had one of these, um, I got a black one, and they're kind of silky material, and they're UV protection. Um, these are the most comfortable shirts ever. I bought a ton of them now. Yeah, and they're warm, but then when they get wet, like if you sweat in them and the air gets on them, they're cool. I love them. I bought Ratatouille a bunch because of he can't be out in the sun. Um, I washed his one time and went, man, I wonder if they make those for women. I want them. They're not fancy. I mean, I'm not going to wear it out to dinner or anything. Well, when Robert and I just go somewhere fast, I will. But, um, yeah, they are really, really nice. And by all rights, this should be in red, and I do know that. But I'm going to do it in black because it looks so cool if you do it right. I don't know. I don't know what the women in chat are saying, but at least that's how I feel, Karen. Almost done, you guys. Of course, you're all asleep by now. Like, are you kidding me? You're really gonna make me watch this? Thank Eileen. She's the trickerhead that trickerheaded me into this. You had a nice nap during my stream. Well, I'm happy about that, Galena. So there you go. See, that one looks so intricate and stuff, and honestly, it's so easy. So there's another one. Let's count how much we have for her, because I think I'm about ready to call it a day. It's almost 3 o'clock. Ratatouille will be here any minute, within the next hour for sure. All right, I need 2 more, so I can do those later on today. I think I'm going to do at least 9. I'm going to fill up one sheet protector for. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day right now. So yeah, I'm going to do this one and one more. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I'm going to try and find a really pretty one. So I guess thanks for coming over and hanging out. And have a nice afternoon, evening. I will be cooking and drawing, and I'm going to color on this some more. I'm actually really happy and excited about this. I really am. Yeah, I'm real happy and excited about this. And I probably will go ahead and connect those stems and stuff. But yeah, I'm psyched about this. Very psyched. And I'll show it when I may go ahead and work on this again next stream. Depends on what I get done between now and then. But yeah, I'm psyched about that. So so go have some fun, do something arty, I guess, right? What day and time am I streaming next? Well, I know it probably won't be tomorrow unless I just change my mind and don't go to Joplin with Ratatouille. Because, yeah, I think I'm going to go tomorrow. I know it's so boring for him to have to make that drive by himself and stuff, so, yeah, so I think I'm going to go there tomorrow. And then Friday, sometimes Dee Dee streams, and Barb is on, and Lindsay the Frugal Crafter's on, and then Angie's on. So Friday's a hard day. So if I do, it probably will be over the weekend, would be my guess. Right? So, and then in the evenings, Jennifer's been really good about popping on. Of course, Z's going to be gone for a couple weeks, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. If you've watched this, thank you. Yeah, come join the live stream.